Hola clase, ¿cómo estás hoy? Hoy es lunes, el 20 de abril. Ya, es el 20 de abril. Wow, abril va muy rápido. Ojalá que tus vacaciones fueron excelentes y podían ir afuera y montar en bicicleta o caminar mucho, o pasar tiempo con tu familia o lo que sea. Ok, la palabra del día es la luna. ¿Qué es la luna? So I'm going to just say this in English because things are going to look a little differently. Hopefully your parents or guardians explained to you that Mr. Palmieri sent out an email right before break that teachers are now going to be putting work out on Google Classroom only 2 days a week. It doesn't really change the amount of work we're pushing out. I mean, it's maybe a little bit less, but we're still required to give about 30 to 40 minutes over, okay, so I guess it is a little bit less, 30 to 45 minutes over the course of 2 days versus 30 per day. So it's just going to look a little different in that you're only going to see a post from me on Monday and Wednesday. That's World Language Day. Um, it doesn't mean that you have to do all of that work on Monday and you have to do all of that work on Wednesday. You could spread it out over the course of 2 days. So I have outlined how I would split it up if I were you so that you don't get overwhelmed and do all of the work in one day. Also, with this time, we're going to be trying to connect more with you live. So I'm going to try out small groups and so that we can speak more in Spanish and just have some more personal contact. So not too much is changing, just kind of the format or the layout of how you'll be getting the work. And also just that we're going to try to connect more live. But you'll see how we're going to try to do that. You know, we might do more Kahoots or just more smaller groups. And so then I'll lighten the load on work that day when we meet in a smaller group. Ok, para hoy tenemos lunes, vocabulario nuevo sobre el metro. No tienes una parte específica en tu paquete, pero puedes añadir en un lugar en el paquete. So try to find a spot in that pink packet because it does have to do with the city and getting around. It's just a couple extra words specifically having to do with el metro. Después, también hay unas preguntas para practicar en este video. También hay un Google Form para practicar con el mapa del metro en Argentina y está en un Google Form y tienes que mirar el mapa del subte. So just make sure when you do that Google Form, you pull up the PDF that I will have posted on Google Classroom that is a picture of, actually, let me see if I can just pull it up right now for you. I was just looking at it. So that way you have an idea of what it looks like. Okay, so you should be looking at this when you do the Google form so you can answer the questions about where everything is. Okay, para martes, or like I said, you could do this all on lunes. It's totally up to you. Just make sure you get it done before I post the new material on Wednesday. You are going to use that same map and you are going to record your starting location and then don't give away the ending location because we're going to try to guess where you're leading us to using direction words. So you're going to record that video on Flipgrid. I already have an example posted so you can see what I did. Once again, you're going to have to look at that map. So either you have it on your phone or you have it in another window so you can do your recording, however you want to figure it out. I give you an idea on my recording how I did it, but it's totally up to you as long as you have that map available. You could print out the map too if you have a printer at home. Okay, y número cuatro, I pretty much just said that, but make sure you respond to somebody else's Flipgrid video trying to guess where they were going. We haven't done this yet, but you will see an option to reply back with video messages to your classmates. So pay attention to their directions and figure out in the city where they're headed. Okay, keep listening to this because this is going to give you your new notes en el metro. Okay, ¿qué es un metro? Right? We have talked about a metro before. I know in class when we were still all together, we thought about, oh, who's been on a metro before? Who's been to the city, right? New York or Boston has the T. So we're all a little bit familiar with the metro. We said most cities, ciudades, tienen metros. If you have not been on a metro, I will post just some videos so you can get a sense of what it feels like to be on a metro, right? Very busy, a lot of people. Es loca a veces. Ok, pero específicamente en Argentina, en la capital de Argentina que se llama Buenos Aires, el metro se llama el subte porque está en el subterráneo, ¿sí? Subte. Y tenemos el nombre allá. Tienes que comprar tarjetas o recargar tu tarjeta para subir en el subte. Y el nombre se llama tarjetas de sube para el subte y puedes comprar en un kiosco como puedes hacer en la ciudad de Nueva York con el metro o el subway allá. Y porque estamos en Argentina, tenemos que pagar con dinero argentino, como aquí en la foto, los pesos de Argentina. Se llaman pesos como México, pero parecen diferentes. Ok, ahora tenemos el mapa. Este es el mapa real del subte de Argentina. Sí, es exacto como puedes usar si vas a Argentina para viajar allá. Y mira, tenemos 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 líneas diferentes. Sí, tenemos líneas diferentes. ¿Dónde está mi línea? Okay, just to remind us all of the colors, right? Because the lines are usually labeled based on color. Lo siento, there's a cat climbing a tree in my neighbor's yard. We're a little distracted. Okay, verde, rojo, azul claro, azul oscuro, amarillo, púrpura y ya está. Ok, tenemos las líneas diferentes y tenemos que cambiar las líneas diferentes para llegar a nuestro destino. Entonces, en tu paquete, por favor, puedes pausar para escribir estos apuntes. So please add somewhere in your paquete, right? We have el subte en Buenos Aires. Tenemos la parada, la estación, la línea, por ejemplo, la línea roja, cambiar el metro y la tarjeta de sube. Okay, so those should be added now to your paquete, por favor. También, por favor, puedes añadir solamente estos 4. El norte, el sur, el oeste y el este. No necesitan las extras como noroeste, nordeste, sudeste, suroeste. Está bien. Los 4. Son muy importantes. Ok. También puedes pausar. Ok. Tienes que pensar en qué línea está el mercado. ¿En qué línea? ¿En qué color está el mercado? Que mira las fotos, cuál es el mercado y en qué línea. ¿En qué línea debes usar? So which line would you use to get to that? Mercado. Ok, número 2. ¿Cómo vas del mercado al banco? Ok. ¿Vas en qué línea? ¿Tienes que cambiar? ¿Cuántas paradas? How many stops would it take? Okay, I want you to write that down and then check it on the next, or pause it and then play it so you can check it. Ok, el mercado está en la línea azul claro, ¿sí? Y si estás en un mercado, tienes que tomar la línea azul claro al oeste, ¿sí? 2 paradas, cambia a la línea amarilla, 1, 2, o lo siento, una parada y estás en la estación Venezuela. So when you're counting the number of stops, you don't count the one that is your starting place, you count the after it. So, right, we started here, so we don't count that stop, but we count 1, 2, and then we're on this line, so it's just the next stop. Okay, be sure to do that because you're going to need to know that when you're doing the Google Forms and creating your own directions on Flipgrid. Ok, más práctica. ¿En qué línea está Callao? Tienes que buscar dónde está Callao. ¿Qué color? Número 2. So you should be writing this down. Quick notes, jot it down somewhere in your paquete or on a sticky note, wherever, I don't care. Or in a note in your teléfono. Ok, número 2, por favor. ¿Cuántas paradas hay entre Pasco y Lima? Ok, Pasco, Lima. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. ¿Cuántas? Y número 3, ¿cómo vas de Agüero a Diagonal Norte? Ok, Callao está aquí en verde. ¿Cuántas paradas hay entre Pasco y Lima? Tenemos, ¿dónde está Pasco y Lima? No lo veo. Oh, Lima y Pasco, ok. No tienes que contar esto, entonces 1, 2 y 3, because you would get off on the third. Okay, so you would count that one. ¿Cómo vas de Agüero a Diagonal Norte? Ok, toma la línea verde, 6 paradas, porque estamos aquí. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, porque está en la línea azul, Diagonal Norte. Tenemos más práctica, si quieres hacer más práctica, pero vas a tener más práctica en Google Forms y también en Flipgrid. Okay, para contar cuántas paradas hay entre las estaciones y cómo llegar a estas lugares o estaciones. So just remember, right? If it says entre, that means in between those 2 stations. So you don't count that first station. You count how many stops it would take till you land at that third station. Okay, hopefully this helped. And nos vemos miércoles. Adiós.